Sabah everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today I have for you my review of the Under Armour Sport Wireless headphones by JBL. These are great headphones that have good quality audio, but they also have a really good locking mechanism so that once you put them in your ear, they're not coming out till you want them. So thank you very much to Verizon for allowing me to check out these headphones, but let's not waste any time. I want to check them out. I want to share with you guys what I think after using these guys for about a month now. And here is the box, Under Armour Sport Wireless headphones made by JBL. These are Bluetooth headphones connecting to both Android or iOS. Some of the main benefits, of course, are the twist and lock, as I mentioned to you guys. This is going to be really functional for people that love having their headphones in and never wanting them to come out unless they want to. Durable build for resistance, obviously, since this is going to be sport. Sweat-proof, to be able to be against sweat when you're playing and doing all your activities. JBL sound, so pure bass performance. This is something that we're going to talk a little bit more with the sound quality experience. We have a microphone, an inline microphone with volume up and down, of course answering and hanging up on phone calls, up to 8 hours of battery, roughly if you're running about 50% volume, a little bit less if you're running around 80, 75, 80, or closer to 90%, and of course Bluetooth wireless with great range. It's supposed to also include a 12-month premium membership to Map My Run. You can download the application from either the Google Play Store or the iOS App Store. Looking at the content of the box, we have a lot of things in here. We have a silicon, kind of like a soft silicon case that does include the micro USB to USB Type A charging cable. It also matches the color red that we have on the actual headphones. We have some instruction manuals as well as that Map My Run thing that I told you guys. Mine didn't actually have the code, but that's okay. I do actually use Runtastic. You can use any other application, of course, but the main benefit is that it does supposed to include a 1-year membership to that. And we have a few sizes for the ear cups, and I'll explain to you guys what they are, as well as the ear tips. And I think those are the small and large one, but they do also come with ones pre-installed. Looking over at the actual tips themselves, you have the ear tip right here that's removable, and this is one of the ones that you can replace. They're not easily taken out, but then once you do take them out, it's easily replaced. And again, you can take them out to clean them, of course. And as well as the actual bigger piece here. Now, this actually helps the configuration to be able to lock into your ear, as it actually gets inserted into the actual ear and then locked down, and I'll show that to you guys in a second. We do have a marking here for right as well as left, and they work pretty good. The sound quality that we get out of here is pretty comparable to regular over-the-ears or even on-ears headphones. The main thing you want to keep in mind is obviously these are not straight in. They do sit in your side of your ear, so they're going to give you good quality audio, but not exactly total isolation from the outside. The inline remote is very nice. We do have a microphone on the back. We have a micro USB port that's nicely covered here for the sweat-proof resistance. Connected here, you'll be able to charge up the device. The other thing is, and just make sure when you're done, okay, put it back flush. An LED with red and blue indicators, power on. Right now it's on, and I have it connected to my device. Start and stop for music, answer and hang up for calls, as well as volume forward, volume up and volume down, and skip forward and skip back by pressing and holding for a little bit longer than just a press. So if you press and hold on the volume up, skips forward, press and hold on the volume down, it skips back. Now pairing them is pretty simple. You turn them on for the first time. If they're not paired, they'll ask you to pair, and again, they'll work with Android or iOS, and they're independent. They basically just connect to your device and they'll connect and work with it. Now, as far as the volume up and volume down, the one cool thing I want to mention to you guys is it has its own independent volume. So when I'm raising the volume up or down here, you notice it's not raising it on my device. So you have the ability of going to 100% on your phone as well as 100% on the headphones. The range on this is actually pretty decent, about 20 feet. I've been able to go through. Now, the reason behind that is there's going to be obstacles. So if you're working out in the gym and you're within about 20 feet of your bag and your phone is in your bag, you're going to be pretty solid. You can skip forward as far as tracks, skip back, pause and stop the music, of course, answer calls. It's not going to play any notifications or anything like that. That's not part of the service. But again, overall, I think it's pretty good. As I mentioned to you guys, the locking technology on this is extremely done well. So essentially, you just take the tip, you put it as if you're going to insert it into your ear and then lock down, and it's solid. You do the same thing down, and these are not going anywhere. This is actually pretty, jokingly, I tried a couple of times to basically see how much weight can I put on it before they kind of pop out, and I was actually able to put a substantial amount of weight and they still didn't come out. I like to put them in the front, as I like to keep basically access to my remote. You can of course put them in the back, and when you're working out, I think it finds it better if you don't want it to bounce too much for you, just clip them on your shirt and that stops the bouncing, and overall it works pretty good. Now, as far as audio quality, we're going to go through with a little bit of different examples. This is going to be a really good headphones for exercising, which means you're going to be listening to music, you're going to be enjoying them. It's not going to be overly powerful. It's not going to give you that massive shout, bass in your head, like as if you're bouncing in this high. It's going to be basically good. The bass levels are pretty decent. Depending on how high your volume gets, you're going to obviously get louder bass. Overall, I think the mids and highs are okay. As far as the performance with vocals, it sounds pretty good, although some of the quality and some of the details doesn't get lost, but it's not as sharp. That's the best way to describe it when I compare them to other headphones, at least. But when I'm working out, honestly, I'm not sitting there and I'm not looking for the detail. I'm looking to have basically good music, banging music, whatever it is, be it either electronica, trance, dance, EDM, all of those things, or even when I'm sitting around and I just want to listen to maybe some more vocal music in the car or even on the bus. I found that they're actually pretty comfortable the way they sit in your ear, and that's because they actually don't sit inside the eardrum. They actually sit right inside of the actual opening in your ear, so it's a natural position for them. So extended wear, it's actually pretty good. Let's go ahead and start off some music and I'll give you guys some audio clips. If you're looking for a pair of headphones that are going to be really good for you and stay with you for a long amount of time, these deliver. The way these things were marketed is that these are workout headphones. You need them to give you good audio, a long battery life, as well as good controls to be able to kind of get, volume up, skip forward, not having to have your phone on you all the time. So the audio is going to be good enough for what you're doing, because when you're working out, you're not sitting there and saying, oh, I want the massive bass. You want good enough sound, good enough bass to get you through and give you that stamina that you're trying to get out of that music that you're listening to. I think the construction and the battery life and the range is really good. Good distance range if you don't want to have your phone on you, as well as the quality of the audio. And if you turn them off, you're still able to listen to the sounds outside of the around you, so you don't have to take out the headphones every time to talk to somebody. I think that's a nice feature that people may have skipped. You can answer calls, hang up, and all of those things sound pretty good. Actually, when I was using them as far as using them to make calls, the other side had no idea I was wearing a headphone, so the audio quality is really good as the microphone's closer to your face. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you very much to Verizon for allowing me to check these guys out. These are definitely my favorite headphones for working out. And as I like to run and I like to do a lot of different things, and I don't want to have to tangle and play and readjust headphones. Like and subscribe as usual. Thank you very much for the support. Link in the description, of course, for all the information regarding these headphones and where to be able to pick them out. Thank you for the support as usual. Again, I'll see you guys in the next video.